Wild Willie T's Arm Wrestling and Strongman Rants, bringing you commentary, news, and insights on the two sports I love the most, both from a fan's perspective and a journalistic perspective, but with a twist. Lots of rants. Hey folks, and welcome to another show. After my last episode, after my last rant, I'm thankful to still have over 1,100 subscribers. I'm very, I'm very thankful for that because it seems that a lot of people really got offended by my last video. A lot of people started saying, "You don't understand Georgian culture. You don't understand Levon's taking care of his parents. You don't understand." Listen. If he was living with his parents because he wanted to take care of his parents, he wouldn't be moving out. And that's what his mother said, was when he moves into his own place. So if it was take care of his parents, he wouldn't be moving out. Now, do I understand now why he's still living with his parents? A little more. I did some research on Georgian culture, and in Georgian culture, individual strength and individual sports is of primordial importance. Here in the Western world, we focus a lot on team sports. A lot of the biggest earning athletes are playing team sports, and I'm not going to say that one is good, one is bad, but even in the West, in team sports, by the time you hit 20 or 21, if you haven't been drafted, or if it doesn't look like you're going to be the world champ real shortly, and of course in the West, the pancake diet method is often frowned upon, so most people try to do it naturally, or at least it seems that way. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are football players that do the pancake diet at some point, but for the most part, when you look at Olympic sports, you look at professional sports, there's testing. You look at someone like Barry Bonds in Major League Baseball, whose reputation was tarnished because of steroids, or Mark McGwire. So yes, the culture is different. We believe in doing things naturally. I was offered steroids as I was growing up, and I just chose not to. I probably could have got huge, and I probably could have got really strong, but I didn't want to screw up my health. And at 20 years old, I was living on my own, working at a sawmill, and rolling massive pine logs for a living, or hemlock, or spruce, or, I mean, we're talking 16-foot logs. Some of them were 3 to 4 feet in diameter. You move those all day and you develop some strength. So I always appreciated strength sports, but I also appreciated the fact that when, you hit 20, 25 years old or so, you should be moved out of the house, and you should be earning your own way, and you should be looking at, possibly raising a family. And if in Georgia, it's perfectly acceptable to live in mom and dad's basement until you're 32 because you're pursuing the dream of becoming the world's most dominant arm wrestler, well, bravo, mission accomplished. And I meant no offense as far as that goes. I've acknowledged in past videos just how awesome Levon Saganishvili is. And now I understand why he's so awesome, because, well, he could pretty much concentrate all his time and effort on developing his arm wrestling. I don't know if he worked full time. Maybe he did. I have no idea. Maybe he works full time as well as becoming the master arm wrestler that he is. But I'm glad that he's finally moving out of the house and moving on and growing up. And I'm glad that he's the world champ and undisputed most powerful arm wrestler that I've ever witnessed. And I'm being sincere there, without any question. Will I ever hold him in the regards that I hold someone like Devin Larratt? No. Because I don't just respect Devin Larratt for his arm wrestling. I respect Devin Larratt for the fact that he could do what he did in arm wrestling in spite of the fact that he was a full-time service member serving in Special Forces. And that's it. That's all I'm going to touch on that subject. Okay, so, yeah, there are differences in culture. There are differences of opinions. And if you look at the name of this channel, it's a rant channel, so you can fully expect that I'm going to go on rants sometimes. They're going to piss people off. That's just the way it is when you rant. So, big weekend in strength this weekend. We've got the Monster Factory. Monster Michael Todd is putting on an arm wrestling event at the Monster Factory. He's going to be broadcasting it live on his YouTube channel for free, so you have no excuse to not watch. I will be honest, I'm not new to the sport of arm wrestling, but I'm limited in my knowledge of the vast number of arm wrestlers that are out there. There are many people arm wrestling in the Monster Factory 2 event that I really don't know. There are only 2 or 3 matches that I'm really interested in. I'm probably going to watch the whole event, but there are only 2 or 3 matches that I'm really interested in. And I'll be honest, I had a hard time. I had to go to Monster Michael Todd's Facebook page in order to find the full list of matches. And what I found was a video that Michael posted on Facebook. And I'm going to turn down the volume here. And I'll screen capture this little video and pause it as we go because it basically shows all the matches. And I'll be perfectly honest, in some of the matches I'm not going to predict because I don't know their arm wrestlers from a hole in the wall. And if you haven't been to Michael Todd's Facebook page, go there. You can subscribe. You can get all kinds of updates from Michael. He does a really good job on Facebook promoting his brand, promoting everything that he does, promoting his YouTube channel, promoting the Monster Factory events. So go there. He does some really good, stuff on Facebook. So we're going to get around here. You're going to start seeing screenshots of the various matches that will be going on at the Monster Factory 2. It looks like they're in order. You've got Darren Bills here against Tim Talmadge. Bills, 34 years old, 5'10", 225 pounds. He's ranked 9th, it looks like, in the class ranking in that weight division. And then he's facing Tim Talmadge, who's 33, 5'10", 220, and he's unranked. So this would be a big match for Tim Talmadge. But again, I don't really know them, so I'm not going to make a prediction. The next match on the card looks to be Don Underwood against Devin Gagnabin. And here it shows that Underwood is age 50, 6 feet tall, 310 pounds, ranked 19th. Devin Gagnabin, age 30, 6'2", 290 pounds, ranked 17. And again, I don't know too much about these guys. I know quite a bit I know a bit about Don Underwood. I'm trying to be nicer, so I'm not going to say too much. All I can say here is that I hope Devin Gagnabin wipes the floor with Don Underwood. We'll see what happens. But hey, and props to Don Underwood. The man is a fantastic commentator, and I think he's going to be commentating this event. And just that alone is worth watching because he's a really good commentator. Sometimes he doesn't know when to shut his lips, but other than that, yeah, he's really good. This one here, Pavlo Derbedyev against Eric Gerlash. Now, again, I don't know too much about Eric Gerlash. I've seen Pavlo arm wrestle a couple of top guys in North America. He seemed pretty impressive against them. So again, I'm not going to make a prediction here, but it looks like number 4 rank is up for grabs it looks like number 4 rank is up for grabs there. So, I don't know. It looks like Gerlash is heavier at 262 pounds, 6'4", 35 years old. And then Pavlo, of course, 42, 6'1", 235. So I'm not sure. They look like heavyweights. And I'm not sure if it's ranked 4th, 5th in the U.S. or what that is. But that's on the line. And then the next match. Cody Vanderweerd against Dustin Hyatt. These guys are 180, 170 pounds, 38 years old, 5'9", unranked for Cody Vanderweerd. And then 22, 5'9", 170, ranked 7 for Dustin Hyatt. So a big opportunity here for Cody Vanderweerd to climb up the rankings. Then we've got the legendary Bob Brown facing Bill Lodgston. Again, I don't know too much about Bill Lodgston. I've seen Bob Brown. Bob Brown is very knowledgeable, great arm wrestler, 56 years old, 5'11", 190 pounds, ranked 2nd, I guess, in that division. And then Bill Lodgston is 47, 6'1", 198, ranked 8. So again, another interesting matchup. I'm going to go with Bob Brown here just because of his experience, and I like him. Again, completely uneducated guess. Paul Talbot against Pavlo, and I'm not sure, Pavlo must be arm wrestling right and left. I'm not sure which match is which. I don't know enough about Paul Talbot or Pavlo. I've seen Paul Talbot arm wrestle in WAL, but I don't know too much about him. I'm going to go with Pavlo here. Then this match here, I've seen some people say that this match could be the match of the night. Craig Tullier, 49 years old, 5'10", 195 pounds, against 36-year-old Roger Canningham, 6'6", 210 pounds, ranked 4th. So the number one spot in that weight division seems to be up for grabs here. And you know what? As much as I don't know much about either one of these two, when I look at those numbers, I'm assuming they both know how to arm wrestle. I'm going to go with the 6'6", 210 pounder on this one. He's probably the underdog, being that he's ranked 4th compared to Tullier, who's ranked 1st. So I'm going to go Roger Canningham on that one. And then we start getting into, Paul Lynn. I know Paul Lynn. I've seen Paul Lynn arm wrestle. This one here looks interesting. He's facing a 335-pounder. And I don't know who B.J. Fokakis is. I have no idea who that is. So for me to make a prediction on that one, I don't know. Can say this, though. I'd love to see Paul Lynn beat a man who's 120 pounds heavier than he is. That'd be great. My daughters are walking in from the beach. We live on Cape Breton Island, and we have a beach just maybe 45-second, 1-minute walk from where we live. It's a relatively sandy beach. It's not like a provincial park or anything, but it's pretty handy to have a beach in walking distance away, because my daughters were there all afternoon entertaining themselves with their friends. Now they're getting back. They got to go take showers because they're all dirty with salt water and sand. But I digress. So I'd like to see Paul Lynn win that match. It would be pretty spectacular to see a 6 foot, 215-pound man defeating a 6'5", 335-pound man. Next, this one here. This is a big one. And to be honest, it could be a career ender for Michael Todd. Michael Todd is on a losing skid. Coming into this match, Michael Todd, 6'3", 260 pounds, ranked 1st. It must be overall rankings in the U.S. because Todd Hutchings, 56, 5'11", 225, ranked 3rd. Michael Todd from 2 years ago should have wiped the table with Todd Hutchings. I firmly believe that Michael Todd may have gotten injured against Devin Laird back in May of 2021 and never told anyone. Then he got COVID, and then he had a battle with diverticulitis, and then I think he talked about his pronator or nerve damage. And I'm not sure if it's COVID that caused the nerve damage or something else. But Michael Todd has not been the same man for the better part of over a year now. And Todd Hutchings has been absolutely destroying everyone that he runs into. I don't have the video in front of me, but I saw a video the other day where Hutchings and Michael Todd were practicing. It was probably a year ago, and Michael was going into the King's move, and every time Michael beat him quite a bit that day, but it seemed at one point towards the end of the practice when Michael would go into the King's move, he has to transition to the press, and there's a moment there when he's transitioning from the King's move to the press that Todd Hutchings seemed to catch it and time it perfectly, flash pinning him basically on that transition. So hold him, or stay there. And as soon as Michael Todd went to try to go into the press from the King's move, Todd Hutchings was able to pin him. Some people think that Michael Todd might actually come inside and try the shoulder press off the go. And that may work, but there isn't as big a weight difference as there used to be, and Todd Hutchings is just strong as an ox. So then the question becomes, can Todd Hutchings' side pressure beat Michael Todd's press? And I don't know. I'm going to go with Todd Hutchings here, 3-2. That's what I think is going to happen here. Todd Hutchings, 3-2. And then the other co-main event, Cory West and John Brzenk. Did you guys see how quickly John Brzenk got tired against Devin Laird? And then did you guys see the absolute war between Cory West and Alex Cordecha at King of the Table 4? Apparently Cory West says that his hand can't be bent back We saw Kardeccia do it after a while. Can John Brzenk put Corey West's hand back? Does John Brzenk have the endurance? Because, I mean, Corey West bowed out after 2 or 3 rounds against Kardeccia. He had pectoral issues. But, geez, they must have had 6 or 7 ready goes. They had wars that were on fouls, so they had to restart. And Cory showed that he was able to exert pretty massive power for many starts. And it makes me wonder, does John have enough in the tank? And a lot of people say you can't bet against John Brzenk. Well, I bet against John Brzenk with Devin Larratt, and I'm going to bet against John Brzenk with Corey West. And I'm going to predict 3-2 Corey West. So I'm predicting 3-2 Todd Hutchings and 3-2 Corey West. And I guess we'll see what happens. And it looks like Todd Hutchings... it looks like Todd Hutchings did a little video, and you guys can go to Todd Hutchings' channel. You'll see the Monster Smash. And I'm not going to play the whole thing, because you should go there and really watch the whole thing. But I'll just play a little excerpt from Todd Hutchings.
Invited me to his home. Well, he got smashed.
The monster was smashed.
It caught on in a flash.
The monster was smashed.
He got smashed.
The monster was smashed.
Todd Hutchings. He's becoming my favorite YouTuber that's an arm wrestler. he's becoming my favorite arm wrestling. The guy does stuff that's just priceless. And every time he wins, we get like a semi-nude shot of his wife or some sort of towel shot, or it's like he shows up, arm wrestles, destroys whoever he's with, and then goes and spends the entire night letting out the rest of his testosterone. It's funny. Like, the guy is a legend, and I think he's the only man alive that should be allowed to rub someone's head when he beats them on the arm wrestling table. Evgeny Prudnik's got no business doing that. Todd Hutchings, on the other hand, rub heads all you want, buddy. So Todd Hutchings is pretty confident that he's going to be doing the Monster Smash. And you just heard my predictions. I believe that might be the case as well. I'll be doing another video shortly on Giants Live, a strongman event going on this weekend. I'm done now. If you like what you see so far and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like the videos. If you'd like to follow the work I do covering world issues and political issues, you can check out my work on Rumble or BitChute. Look for Canada's Red Pill and you should find me. The links to my social media accounts and methods of supporting me financially are in the description of the video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm Wild Willie T, signing off from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, Canada.